Serving Mackay and the Whitsundays, this is 7 Local News.
Tonight, Mackay Regional Council dumps plans for a waste facility at Coningsby. Anger as a Midge Point couple are turned away from surgery. Tiger to stay up in the air for Mackay passengers. And talks break down over the missing link plans for Collinsville. Good evening, folks. Thanks for joining us. First up tonight, residents should ensure their homes are prepared for the possibility of flash flooding as a result of severe storms which are expected to hit the coast tonight. The Bureau has issued a severe weather warning for parts of central Queensland, including Mackay, Proserpine and Hamilton Island. Locals should take extra care and not walk or attempt to drive through floodwaters. Livio, of course, will have all the details later tonight in the weather. We'll take a break in a moment. Google's Street View eyes off pedestrian-friendly spots on Hamilton Island. And eager buyers come from far and wide to bag a bargain. Nice having you with us on 7 Local News. And Scott, thanks very much. Yvonne is the sport, and the Cutters side to play their second trial against Redcliffe Dolphins has been named.
It has, Rob. We'll see who's made the cut next. Plus, the Meteorettes close to signing a marquee player, and Ashley Cade Stebbing sets a blistering pace at the Queensland Barefoot Border Skiing titles.
This program is proudly brought to you by Thorn Builders. Build it right, build it strong, build with Thorn.
You're with 7 Local News. Cutters coach Paul Bramley has named his entire squad to play in their second trial match against the Redcliffe Dolphins. Mariana and Rahani certainly leave big shoes to fill, don't they?
Good opportunity for someone to step up, though.
It is.
Thanks very much, Yvonne. We'll take a break. Latest on the local weather details with Liv in a moment. We're back soon on 7.
Coming up after the local news, a jury clears a young Gold Coast woman of killing her mother and trying to kill her father. Claims school knife fights are being covered up. Brisbane's big flood clean-up. And what the rain's done for our dams. All the details coming up in 7 News soon.
G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. More rain for central Queensland today, with thunderstorms popping up willy-nilly, though staying mainly inland. Further storms expected over the next 2 days, but hopefully a little cooler on Friday after the passage of a strong southeasterly change. 24-hour rainfalls. The biggest was Bowen with 91 millimetres. Blue Mountain had 56, Morani 39 and Moranbah 28. 30 degrees the top in Bowen today. Mackay had 29 with 84% humidity. Only 27 for Claremont in the rain, but the minimum was almost the same. On the satellite loop now, the monsoonal weather continues across the tropics, and in fact there's thunderstorms all over eastern Queensland. They're very big storms and they're spreading out when they hit the so-called roof of the atmosphere, and as they spread out they're turning into heavy rain, and that's particularly the case with the Wide Bay and Central Coast tonight, where quite heavy rain is expected before the clearance in the Wide Bay tomorrow morning. Now on today's chart you'll see the southeast change, how it's working its way up the coast as a trough. It's just south of Fraser Island at the moment. Ahead of this change, during its passage through the night, have been the biggest falls, and they've been affecting a whole lot of Queensland as it's been scooping up the air on its way up. In its wake though, air is a little bit cooler and the showers aren't quite so prevalent. On tomorrow's chart you'll see how that trough manages to reach about St Lawrence. We've got a strong wind warning for southeasterlies in its wake and just showers, but to its north the monsoonal trough is still causing widespread uplift with showers and thunderstorms and rain all over the place. On the outlook chart, the southeast change reaches the tropics now and pushes into the monsoonal flow, creating another great scoop of uplift with lots of rain continuing through the weekend. Time for the forecast. In coastal waters from Bowen to St Lawrence, we've got northeasterlies at 10 to 15 knots tomorrow, but on Friday the wind will shift southeast and reach up to 30 knots. Tomorrow's high tides in Mackay, 12:39 in the afternoon, for Hay Point 12:36 and Chute Harbour 12:30. Central Coast and Whitsundays, we've got rain and storms on the forecast, moderate to heavy falls, northeasterly winds, and for Friday, Saturday, rain and storms again. Central Highlands and coalfields. There's a flood warning for the Comet, Mackenzie and Dawson rivers, with rain and storms and moderate to heavy falls once again expected. Tomorrow's temps: Bowen 29 degrees, Mackay 29 as well, Claremont 27, same as today, and Moranbah 29 again. The outlook for Mackay: no more storms after the weekend, but showers will continue with temperatures about average. Now, this video footage was taken by Jason Flackus last Wednesday off Mackay's northern beaches. I've spoken about waterspouts a few times, so won't go into the physics. Just think of them as watered-down tornadoes, if you'll excuse the pun, which form over sea instead of land. That's all the weather for tonight. Let's reconvene same time tomorrow for another dose of the same topic. Thanks, Rob.
Terrific, Liv. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for your company, folks. See you tomorrow night. If you have a story for us, just drop us an email, localnews@7.com.au. From all of us, we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.